fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Check it out. I saved the best for last this week. And you guys know I am super excited because football NFL is back again, baby. For the love of sports. Let's talk about it. All right. So, the NFL is back. And I'm going to tell you something. Football is football is probably right up there at the top with one of my favorite sports. I used to play football. So, I love football. I love everything about football. I love arena football. I like to see this, the Canadian Football League. I like football. I even used to like the powder puff football. Listen, football is my sports. NFL is back. Football is back. And guess what we talking about? Running backs. Running backs is the key. So, we're super excited here at Speak Your Mind Sports Talk about football. And I'm so excited about football that I decided to give out 3 mastermind titles. 3 mastermind titles this week. Yep. And we're going to get them all from this one video. Because we got some serious backs in the league, man. Some serious running backs in the league. We saw some very, very good running last year. And that's what this whole video is going to be about. So buckle up, guys. Because this one might be just a little bit longer than, I'm used to running them. But hey, this is football. The NFL. That's right. Football, baby. It's back. Let's get it on. First, we're going to start off with the first back. Listen, guys, we need the top 3 backs. And if your back is not on my list, you got a running back that you think is up there, hey, drop a comment, 150 words or less, support her with some facts, and Speak Your Mind might be running with your back. Okay? So first on the list, we got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns. Let me tell you something, guys. Cleveland Browns been making some really good moves here. That's been a team that hasn't been talked about. I mean, just look at Chubb. Look at the way this guy runs. Look at the power. Nick Chubb is going to be a problem. And the Cleveland Browns are going to be looking really good because of him. They made a lot of additions to improve that team. That's our first back on the list. Then we have Joe Mixon, Bengals. Listen, this kid, Joe Mixon, hey man, if you don't know about him, you better check him out. Joe Mixon, he got the moves, man. He's got the moves. He's got the speed. This man has the vision. He knows how to hit those holes, guys. Watch Nixon. Watch out for Nixon. I don't know who's a Bengals fan, but this man might be the man. Who knows? Third on our list, Derrick Henry, a bruiser. I don't know if anybody else realizes this, but think about something about the Tennessee Titans. They had another back who was tall and a bruiser like that. Strong. Go by the name of, I'm right here in Ohio, Eddie George. Don't Henry kind of remind you of that brute strength, strong back? It's like the Titans was reincarnated with that kind of back, huh? Watch out for Derrick Henry. This guy is the truth. Back. Next, Philip Lindsay. Listen, the Denver Broncos, man, they got a back on their hand. I really like Lindsay. He's one of those smooth runners. And if he gets into that backfield, he's a problem. So guys, watch out for Lindsay. Just look at this move. Look at his moves. Look how this kid runs. Guys? Let's watch out for Lindsay. Excuse me. Next. Oh, and I do have a list. Because in football, I know sports. But man, it's so much to talk about in football. Gosh, I love football. So many positions. So many factors. I got to keep notes or I'll ramble on. So, pardon me. James Conner. Boom. Let me tell you something, man. This dude stepped up big, and I mean huge for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just look at this guy. Look at how he runs. Look at his power. James Conner save those guys. Because Le'Veon Bell kind of put, when you have a back like that kind of puts you in a situation, but the Steelers held their ground. And they say, okay, if that's what you're going to do, you sit out over there. We'll figure it out. And James Conner came through. Let's not sleep on that dude. It's like they almost didn't lose a beat, because, again, I'm not even going to talk about Bell too much because we don't have many highlights for him, but Bell's awesome as well. But next on the list, we have Melvin Gordon. Let me tell you something. I knew he was going to be special. I knew he was going to be special coming out of college. I've always liked Melvin Gordon. Always liked Melvin Gordon. And, that year he and Todd Gurley were doing their thing in college. I knew that both of those backs were going to be special when they hit the league, which Gurley's on this list as well. Just look at the way Melvin Gordon runs. This guy's amazing, And so if he's on your list or he's your back or he's your choice, hey, man, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk understand. As a matter of fact, we understand any of these guys being on the list. One of these guys, or excuse me, 3 of these guys are going to have to be at the top of our list, and you're going to decide who those 3 are. So, moving on, we have Chris Carson. Listen, Chris Carson really surprised me, man, over there in Seattle because, you lose backs, and then people are, they doomed, they done now. Who thought that they would ever have any type of premier back after Beast Mode left? That's the thing. And then Beast Mode goes over to Oakland, and there's not so much Beast Mode. See, that's the thing with this league. You never know. And, that's the thing with most sports leagues. No one thought that they would recover losing a back like Marshawn Lynch. But then no one thought that Marshawn Lynch would go over to Oakland and not produce like what was expected. But this kid, Chris Carson, listen, this guy is a running machine. And no, he's not the bruiser or the guy that carried the load. They're different style runners than Marshawn Lynch. But a good back is a good back. So moving on, we got Alvin Kamara. Listen, I've been watching this guy. Let me tell you something about the Saints. People got to understand something about the Saints. If you look at the Saints' history, they've been blessed. They've been blessed with running backs that just, people don't expect them to be what they are, and then they just come out and they're terrific. You guys remember the name of a guy by Deuce McAllister? Yeah. How about Ingram? Yeah. Yeah. Like Saints always seem to hit the jackpot with these really solid, good, tough running backs. And they're names that, like nobody expected Deuce McAllister to be Deuce or Ingram to be Ingram, but they ended up being these guys. And I'm going to tell you right now, Alvin Kamara could be that guy. And along the same lines of the Saints finding a jewel of a running back. Yeah. So Kamara, guys, keep your eyes on him. And then, next on the list, we have Leonard Fournette. Now, Leonard Fournette, hopefully is not a Jacobs. Remember Brandon Jacobs from the New York Giants? I remember him terrifically because I'm a Giants fan. But Leonard Fournette reminds me of a Brandon Jacobs in the sense of his strength and his toughness. What makes Leonard Fournette better than a Brandon Jacobs to me is because he has all of those qualities that Jacobs had, but Leonard Fournette also has the moves. See, Leonard Fournette had much better moves than Jacobs. He had the bruising, brute strength, and, the ability to break tackles and continue to run. He have all of that Brandon Jacobs, but he has that lateral movement that's just better than Jacobs. You understand? And because of that lateral movement is what makes Leonard Fournette so dangerous? Because when you have a back that big and that strong that can also hit you with a sidestep or spin or, oh man. But here's the problem with Leonard Fournette. He can't stay healthy. So, I can understand Leonard Fournette being one of the backs, but it's kind of risk. If he stays healthy, I can see him shooting straight to the top. But who knows? Next on the list, let's go with, oh man, can't forget him. This man's exciting. I mean, every time he touched the ball, McCaffrey. McCaffrey for the Panthers. Listen, guys, this little guy, and I just say little guy because compared to the backs, he's sort of smaller in size. He's probably huge compared to me. I got a little muscle, but But no, seriously, McCaffrey is a smaller back, but no one can say that he's not top 10. I mean, this guy is outstanding. He's quick. His cuts are impeccable. He can see that hole. He has very good vision. And a lot of backs that's smaller like that, guys, it's sometimes tougher for them to see the field. But McCaffrey doesn't have that problem. McCaffrey is an elite running back in this league. And you better damn well be right that he can go in the top 3. I probably have about 12, 13 guys on this list. And honestly, I will accept the argument for any of them going in the top 3. This is what our team came up with. And it's reasonable. Okay, so any of these guys could be up there. And if you guys have enough facts to support that and you win, then that's the back that we're going to support. 3 of them. Okay? So, everybody knows. Okay, we got to kind of save the last 3 for, the best for last, whatever, however you want to say it. But, of course, none other than Todd Gurley. I just talked about him earlier when we talked about Melvin Gordon. Those two were really, super impressive in college. And I just knew, without a shot of doubt, that both of those guys would have success and they would translate into the pros. And I was correct about that because both of these guys have translated to the pros, and both of them, in my opinion, deserve, any argument to be in the top 5. You can definitely argue that. Todd Gurley, I think that Todd Gurley may have had a little more success than Gordon because of the Rams' offensive line. As to where the Chargers, clearly their offensive line wasn't as successful as the Rams, and Phillip Rivers would show you that as well. So, but these two guys, Gurley is just every bit of what Melvin Gordon is, and this is why he's at the end, because he's producing. God, this guy is running all over the place. And so we got to think about him, in this top 3, or I don't care what you think about. I need 3 backs, and I need you guys to decide. So moving on, Zeke Elliott. Now, again, I knew Zeke Elliott was going to be special. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, but I've been living here in Ohio for some years now. And I was here when Zeke Elliott was playing over at Ohio State. And I tell you guys this. No doubt in my mind, when you see that kid playing college, you already know that he was going to be good in the NFL. It was no doubt in my mind that Zeke Elliott was going to come to the NFL and make some noise. He's too strong. His cuts are too smooth. And his transition into that secondary is lights out. And going to a team with Dallas Cowboys that has been known for establishing an offensive line, I knew Zeke Elliott would do good in this league. Wasn't no question. And he didn't let anyone down. Feed me, man. Feed me. That's Zeke thing, right? And hey, he produced. You gotta love Zeke Elliott. All right, so I'm biased. That's right, I'm biased. That's why you guys get to decide, not me, because I'm biased. Giants, that's my team. Saquon Barkley. Listen, man, I'm going to be pretty upset at some of you fans if one of those 3 ain't Saquon Barkley. No, I'm just joking. Boy, I wish I could be in the competition with you guys Because Saquon Barkley, I got so many facts on him, plus the Giants on my team. But yeah, this kid's amazing as well. And again, guys, all of the guys on these lists are amazing. You know, this is why we're super objective here. This is why we let you guys come up with the stance, because more minds are better than a biased mind like mine, because I'm going to pick Saquon Barkley. All right, I don't care what the other two is. Y'all got to put Saquon Barkley in there. Of course, because I'm biased. But hey, guys, it's going to be an exciting season, and we know this is all subjective because at any game, somebody could take an injury. But this is all about the fun of it, okay? So who are going to be the top 3 backs in the league, okay? Put your thinking caps on, guys. Football's back. Say the best for last. We going to crank it up. Hey, July is coming soon. We haven't picked a date yet. We're probably going to do about 2, maybe 3 weeks in July before we label a champion. Y'all better catch JB, because JB might be running away with that first prize. And listen, guys, we got sponsors. We have some sponsors, so they're pretty decent prizes. But our sponsorship is based on the way the channel grows. So, guys, spread the word. Get more competition in here. You know, and if not, don't, you know, I'm not pushing that guy on you guys, but I'm just saying, as the competition grows, as the amount of subscribers grows, then our sponsors are going to be willing to put up, you know, bigger gifts. So trust me, guys, as we get more people here, more competition, the gifts are going to get better. They're going to get a lot better. You know, right now, there's some really decent gifts. The 3 that you guys have to choose from, I would like to have all 3 of them. They're all sports. They're all based around sports. So, hey, guys, drop a comment, audio recording through an email. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that bell. And for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Crazy, niggas want me to